Alright, what is up everyone? This will be my Briar jungle video and we're going to go over everything you need to know on how to play Briar jungle on the new patch. So Briar jungle, she's in a strange spot right now. Her builds have been changed a bit, but mostly she is still going to be building Blade of the Rune King or Titanic Hydra. Those are the two options on first item. You can either go Blade of the Rune King, which is very OP right now, or you can go Titanic Hydra, which I think is still very good. I think it can be easier for some players to utilize. For this game, we're going to be playing in Masters MMR. I'm going to be showing you all you need to know. Briar jungle, full clear jungler. We're going to start W level 1. Solo Raptors in this situation. And we're just going to play the farm early game engine. Hopefully, we can get some kills at the end of our clears. So, Rune's press attack is still pretty much the best rune on her. With her abilities applying on hit effects, that's very good. And very broken, honestly, for how you want to play as Briar jungle. Level 2, we're going to start E level 2 here, and we're going to just go into the truck camp. The enemy ball lane rotated from that side, so there's some mystery. There's some pings going on that my... Also will blue my summon soul, so we're just going to think about that. Charge E just to kill the babies to speed that up. Considering that my bot side might have been invaded, I'm against a Nidalee jungle. They have a Roa mid, so I'm going to have to play a bit different than usual. We talked about, hey, Briar jungle wants the full clear, but when the enemy ball lane rotates into your jungle, you might have to improvise a bit. So in those situations, if they steal your jungle, you just take theirs. For Nidalee to walk all the way here would be quite a while, and she would generally be slower in camp cycle. So here we actually see she is there, which is decent for me because I'm not able to get a kill here. Hopefully she face checks. So when she face checks, you just want to charge an E up pretty much and then hit her into the wall. Few chests her down. And pretty much dead there. E didn't hit the wall, which is unfortunate, but honestly still pretty big win for us. I might just flash in for a kill here. But I don't know how much damage exactly we can do. Nidalee most likely is just... She's going to be in her top side most likely, but I do want to try to snipe out Morgana here. But it looks like she's in her bot side. That's just good info. Damn, I thought I could flash out, but honestly a bit of a win there for us. This is a spicy game. Not the game you want to play, but a good game. And here Kai'Sa just guarantees that she's dead. Here we're going Blade the Rune King. We talked about that, so we want to pickaxe as our first buy. Just to maximize our damage. So here's a weird situation. Okay, so because Nidalee started our bot side, it's actually good because now what's happening is we're getting 2 cycles of repeated camps. So pretty much our Raptors will respawn right now. And what we're going to do is just play the game normally. And this will be second respawn. The second respawns are always worth more than the first. So what she did is actually good for me. And honestly, at this point in the game, don't worry about crabs. You know this Nidalee is playing really aggressive, so you don't really care that like contesting a crab. Timer was a bit off there. That's a mistake. Wait for the krugs to spawn. Habits, bad habits. But anyways, you know this Nidalee is playing a little bit like kind of psychotic. It might work out, it may not work out, but you definitely want to think about that. Here, if she kind of plays for the dive, we can actually punish, but we have to retreat now. I do have E up, so I just have to dodge the spear here, and I can actually look for maybe killing. That's all we can actually get. So nearly a little spicy, but we talked about always charge the E when the burst damage is going to come. Pretty much how we did it. Dagger, really good here. If I'm not going to have a full vamp, then I'm going to go and complete the dagger component. Morgana roam, obviously a little strange. But this game is actually going really well for us. And this is the big thing about jungle. It's all about how you react to the unexpected. And a lot of jungle, weird things are going to happen. And the most important thing is to stay calm and just understand that the other person who's pretty much forcing in your jungle is always going to fall behind more. Like this Nidalee is hurting herself, right? Her playstyle can work, but she's obviously fumbled the bag quite hard here. And what we did is we just reacted calmly, focused on whatever jungle camps we can. Honestly, in that top play, if Morgana wasn't there, we would beat the Nidalee out in that situation because she's quite low. But here we just kind of play very calmly, very slowly, play around Void Grubs now. And this buy we have here is very strong. And even though you're like, Inori, well, CS is really not that far apart, you have to understand that she has not really cleared her jungle yet. So we're just in a farm advantage, I would say. So we're in a very, very good position, and we're happy about this. We could play for whatever we want, but we don't have to do anything crazy. We can just push this wave here. And I have E up, right? Okay, maybe I actually am crazy here. I can W here too. Oh, if I was about to bite there, I could have got it. I should have not taken the tower shot. I should have just pushed the wave in, E'd right away and walked away. My next W rotation, we could easily fight. But if my W, if I was able to fight her, I would have killed her. Briar is all about living on that edge category. But overall, again, you know, these are fine trades. We can take these. Morgana perma roaming, what does it do? She's losing the game for her bot lane. What she is doing is mistake. We do not worry. If the enemy support is ever roaming and she's doing these plays, which of course, you know, it's frustrating. It's normal to be mad about this. Here, my top is backing. So what I want to do is actually just a quick one-shot. I'm just going to one-shot this one, and you can always smite and then W, and you're pretty much always guaranteed a one-shot. I have mid priority here, which is nice. I'm about to hit 6, so I'm not worried all that much about the Nidalee. Now I'm just going to W over and, you know, voila. Pretty much happy. And that's just a kill. You just have to Q her. One shot. Boom. Get the ward too. Might as well. In this situation, what we're going to do is cross. So what we know is Nidalee is obviously playing heavy in top side. So what we're going to do is cross because we're guaranteed to have Crab here. Chance to get red if she hasn't got it yet. Or just opportunity to do dragon as well. So here we're just going to scan, check camps. Okay, dragon timer. Why is it dragon timer? Because our bot lane is doing well. Mid has priority. And most importantly, enemy jungle is topside, right? She literally shows she's topside. It's very easy for Briar to do dragon if there's no worry about the enemy jungle or the enemy bot lane walking in and killing you there. If the enemy bot lane wants to like try to shoot me from over the wall, that's okay because I can just Q and pretty much W and I'm fine about that. But if the enemy bot lane can rotate this way and walk in, then you're in trouble as Briar. And also, just a very safe dragon here. What I want to do is buy my item. And remember we talked about builds. Blade first or Titanic Hydra. Those are your first options. After that, it's Cleaver pretty much for everyone. Cleaver is still, after the item adjustment, still the best item for you. She messed up her hop. But she still will get the kill though. Because she just has to Q once more. Oh my god, she butchered her. I think we're going to get this Nidalee kill. And I think she's going to be a bit of a baby. Oh my god, she's... By the way, Diamond right now. But this is Masters MMR. In Masters MMR. If these are the Masters players, I'm telling you. I've said it. Literally anyone and in the world is capable in League of... Like anyone who's playing League of Legends. Capable of getting at least Masters with training and guidance. I promise you that. Literally, if you were Iron... There is a possibility that you could be Masters in League of Legends, the hardest game in the world. The truth is, it's just finding the right habits to incorporate to gameplay and how to create a winning formula. And what's that is pretty much how do you win on your champion, right? You always have to have champion identity ingrained in your brain. I always say, understand your champion identity. It's the beginning of the game, how I talk about how Briar wants to play. I talk about how Nidalee wants to play. And you generally want to play towards that. This person, this Nidalee, what is he doing that's wrong in this game? He is playing away from her identity. Nidalee is a heavy farmer. She is a cheeser sometimes, but in this meta where farming is very important, You don't play Nidalee to cheese, you play Nidalee to farm, unless you're Canyon. So this guy's been making mistake after mistake because he's not playing towards his champion's condition. He is not farming. So here, ball lane's really low. They are diveable, right? There's no way this guy's actually walking in here, but... I could just E after anyways. So pretty much there, I could W flash on someone, but Morgana's spell shield could be up. So I wasn't 100% sure. R without E up is always a death sentence. There are possible wards here. My E up, though, is quite a win in my book. So here, I'm actually just going to start it. I do want to combo this Nidalee if I can, but she's walking too far. He's quite scared now. It's quite too late to be this scared about your life, Nidalee. You looked like you never cared about it from the beginning of the game, but now all of a sudden, you're really careful about living. Here, you don't want to pressure dive because enemy support. If the jungle is there, you generally want to be a little cautious. If no jungler, you still need to be a little careful because Nahus and Kai'Sa they do not have ulti ability. So here, a lot of times Nidalee could do something like it. So what we're going to do is see if they dive all the way. If they commit to this play, I'm going to ulti. If they don't, okay, I'm going to ulti now. Should hit Morgana. Oh, never mind. I can still get on Jinx here, so this should be a free kill. What we want to do is just make sure we can get on whoever. It's pretty much a free play. You just have to W and go on one person. And maybe chase with the other W on the next. This is a W one shot. She just autos me like that. I just have to wait for my Q cooldown. So, this is a little respecting. Overall, we're pretty much in a good position to kill. She's quite easy to kill, but unfortunately, we're on a cross for Void Grubs. Objectives, E. Objectives are very important in this meta. It's really about objectives. I have E, right? So I'm just waiting to see what she does. I don't really have plans on killing her. I'm mostly just tracking her. So here you see how it's all blind. It's really dangerous for me to just go on Void Grubs right now. Especially because I'm low. I don't know where Nidalee is, and I don't know where Renekton is. So a lot of times Void Grubs, it's about the jungler, the top laner, the mid laner, and also support. So Morgana could easily run here too, so I have to watch out for her. Nidalee shows on bot side. My Garen is pushing to help me. Now he moves, so this is how you want to approach the Void Grubs. You need the information. You could do it by yourself as long as you have the correct information. Right now, I know, Garen's with me to guarantee that Garen can match Renekton. Zoe is matching Aurora. Nidalee went bot side, right? So it's a good Void Grub angle. And whatever's happening here, I mean, I can't really say, like, I just can't do much about it. Eing in is pretty much a guaranteed kill here now for us. Because now he has to fight me with W going. And I still have a lot of abilities. If he has E up in that situation, I would not just force the gank. But he used his mobility spell that pretty much guarantees that he can survive if I try to gank him. But yeah, you just have to watch for the mobility spells. Sometimes some champions don't have really mobility spells. They're just fast as hell like Garen, which pretty much means they're almost ungankable. So you also have to watch out for that too. But here I just do Herald because top laner is dead. Nidalee was also dead for a short period. She could be here right now if she ran all the way here, but I don't think she's really in a good position to do anything. Even though I didn't have smite, it's just kind of a free objective. So here we pick it up, do the crab. Obviously, we are literally rich as hell. Gucci, Versace. We have so much money, but I should have maybe backed earlier, but the situation was just really good for me. So we back, get a cleaver now. Boots wise, honestly, in this game, really sucks to go Merctrez, but I would probably just go armor boots. Just because... oh, maybe it's just good to go Merctrez. We'll probably go Merctrez. I just hate Merctrez. They're really bad right now, but you still should build it if you have to build it. This is a short game. I want it to be longer, but you can't help it. My build would have been Def Stance. For MR, you go Spirit Visage, and for armor, you go GA as like your final item. What I'm going to do is go over that game. We're going to VOD review right now, so I'm just going to cut to it. And we're going to go over everything on that game really quickly. So see you soon. Welcome back, everyone. It is VOD review time. So we're going to go over everything you need to know. It's going to be a short one because it was a short game, but I'm going to teach you some important things about how to deal with invades. In this game, let's talk about it. We're Briar against an Italy matchup. We noticed right away, obviously we don't want to show cheat codes. What we're going to show you is our vision. First of all, what is our vision? Our vision is we do not know if they're in our jungle. Okay, so that's an issue. Our bot lane was really good about pinging it. So we're playing with the opinion that we do not know if they're there. But as you can tell, they are invading. What happens is invades happen if the enemy team is strong level 1 or if they want to just cross sides. This invade, personally, when they're invading you on their blue, it's actually fine for you. And what happens in this game is what you're going to notice is our bot lane was really good about pinging it, because what they noticed right away is enemy bot lane is not here for too long. And this path, when enemy bot lane takes a path like this, which they're pretty much always, it means it's most likely this invade. So as you were playing the game, what she noticed was, I was talking about, it's pretty much guaranteed it's an invade. So how do you react to that? You pretty much just want to farm. You just want to get level 3. Because if the enemy jungler does what he just did, level 1 invade, they will be level 3, but they will have blue instead of red. And red buff is very strong for early fights. So what you want to do is just get level 3. And usually, sometimes the enemy jungle will say, okay, you can have this side. I'm going to farm this side. So you were going to just want to farm this after level 3. But sometimes they say, okay, I'm going to just come and stop you from farming my jungle. So that situation, you have to protect mid. So mid lane is the crucial situations. What I'm doing here is I'm looking around mid lane. And because Nilly got a leash on their blue and they really gave her a leash, she was obviously super fast this time. But this rush is always going to be the danger rush. If they try to cross and steal here, this E, I should have angled it a bit better. It connects, obviously, a much simpler fight. But the idea is this is going to be your jungle. You need to somehow guarantee some camps here. You don't have to do wolves. You just want to get the blue and the red. So after level 3, what I do is I come here, I put a plant. I hit the plant usually, and I drop a ward here or somewhere around here. You just want to do the camp. And if the enemy jungler comes, they have a blue, you have a red, you will be in an advantage. This situation, protect mid if you can. Sometimes just hover mid before you go into their jungle. Just look around and see what their plan is. If they want to invade you after taking your blue side, they will show right away. They're either going to show here or they're going to show on mid. But if they're not going to show, then they're pretty much saying, okay, let's just trade, and they're going to take that farm. That's an important thing about invades. In this situation, it got really spicy, a lot of fighting. I don't really want to touch on this because this stuff is pretty much unimportant. So one thing I want to touch on is what we talked about. See, what you see about the Nidalee side is Nidalee has all these jungle camps that she pretty much hasn't farmed, right? Nidalee hasn't farmed so much of her jungle, and jungle camps, they give more experience and more gold as you kill them. So what she did, pretty much she is losing out because this camp she did for me, she pretty much gifted me a second respawn. So always remember, this is a win. We always want to get this afterwards. It will spawn pretty much the same time as if your first side camp spawned. In this situation, in my mind, this Nidalee is in kill range. She's very low. I'm level 4. I'm pretty big. So if Nidalee is by herself here, we control this area. We push her out. We do not allow this dive. But obviously Morgana being here creates this weird dilemma that it just makes it really spicy. And I don't want to go over mechanics because mechanics, you just want to E the burst. But these are the most important things about the early levels, because in invades where the enemy jungler is constantly invading you, it's all about the camps you can take safely and not wasting too much time. Because you have to remember, when the enemy jungler is invading you, he's crossing twice the distance to walk all the way in your jungle to steal camps. So if you're able to snipe camps out and just wait for stronger spikes, for example, level 5, I'm much stronger. And level 6, I'm even way stronger than Nidalee. So that's where you kind of want to play around those windows. The rest of the game we played quite well. This Void Grub angle, I'm going to teach you guys a little thing about Void Grubs. With Briar especially. So in this situation, it's really scary for us to do Void Grubs. And the thing you have to remember is, why is it scary for us to do Void Grubs? Enemy Garen is Team Garen, my boy Garen, backing. I don't have a top laner. Enemy top laner backed earlier. So you can see that he is on his way. Nidalee is also on her way, but we don't actually have that information. So pretty much what you can do as Briar in this situation, Briar, her W plus smite pretty much one-shots a single void grab. So what I do, whether the jungler is here or not, you pretty much just go in and steal one. Enemy jungle has to be really quick to stop this, and you pretty much steal this, and you entertain the idea of maybe killing one more. But this next W, you need to be really cautious, because this W you're going to be using is going to be the one you escape with. So always be okay with taking one or two and then dipping, and then play the rest of the map. Don't waste your entire game trying to play for void grubs. And also understand that this is the Renekton advantage, right? I'm not in a position to stay longer. Renekton showed top, but now he's showing he's moving. Nidalee is showing, and the mid is showing. So we do have to get out. So that's exactly what we do. It's pretty much I say, okay, I'm not in range to kill this one. I'm going to get out, and I'm gone. And use your W to jump over walls. Even though it targets someone, it breaks off really quickly. And even if it doesn't break off, you can always use your E to remove it. So you're pretty much safe. Here I'm also, I see an angle to snipe off Aurora. Level 6, we're really strong, right? We utilize that. Nidalee, level 6, she has no ultimate. You're able to kind of take advantage of that power. And that's a very important thing. Overall, the rest of the game was just really well done by us. We're just able to power farm. Really, this meta is about farming, so really prioritize the farm you get. The time you get to farm is just really important, so always play around that. And the big thing is item spikes. Once you get your item spike, especially Briar, is whether it's Blade of the Rune King or Titanic, you want to be very strong and powerful. You want to fight when you're strong, and you want to fight when you have your power spike of an item. And here you can see with my Blade of the Rune King, the first thing I'm looking for is a fight. I want to use my advantage, propel it. These items are very strong spikes, so always remember when you complete them. But overall, I'm going to keep that short. I don't want it to go longer than the game itself. The game was very simple. Play around invades, play around farm. Important things to remember: champion identity, play around your farm, and just be calm in these situations. Let me know what you guys think about the VOD review. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck on the game. Good luck on the climb. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, take care.